Hi guys! Did I scare you? Hi guys, my name's Sophie and this is my recommendations for Halloween. First things first though, you must know that I am really a scaredy cat. Like, I don't do horror and I don't do scary things. But I have some books that are a little bit Halloweeny and I thought that you might like to know what they are. I've also done a video about the same kind of thing but for DVDs, so TV shows and movies, and I will leave that in the description below. And so, let's get started! These are going to go from least scary to most scary, starting with Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare and any of the other Mortal Instruments and Infernal Devices books. These are books about shadow hunters, but they also have werewolves and vampires and fairies and demons in them, and I really like them. I love these books. I know that they're like a kind of either love them or hate them book, but I really enjoy them and I would definitely recommend them to other people. I am currently doing a project with these books which I will tell you more about in coming months, so look out for that. Second book to recommend is Generation Dead and Kiss of Life. These are books about zombies. This is the second one, Kiss of Life. The first one is Generation Dead and it's got a red cover with a black rose on it, and these are about zombies, so kids in America who die, who come back as zombies. This girl Phoebe, who kind of somehow ends up in a romantic relationship with a zombie and that kind of thing. There's a lot of like kind of racism stuff, but instead of race it's like being undead or not. And I really like these books. I think they're really good. There's these two, and then there's a third one called Passing Strange, and a book of short stories called Stitches, all by Daniel Waters. So the next book that I have to show you is Glass Houses. This is the first book in the Morganville Vampire book series. There are 15 and they are all by a woman called Rachel Kane. I really love these books. I haven't read them in a very long time and the 15th one came out like this year or something, so I am going to reread them at some point once I have them all again. And just this week the TV series started and it's not showing on TV, it's on YouTube on the Geek and Sundry channel. I haven't watched it yet but I will be looking into it, so I will leave the link for that in the description as well. These are about a girl called Claire who is incredibly smart, so she's only 16 but is going to university, and she goes to the university in Morganville hoping to do a year there and then transfer to MIT. Unfortunately, she doesn't realise that the town, Morganville, is run and home to vampires. And a lot of them are that. And some of them are okay, some of them are batshit crazy and really quite scary. So, these books. The next set of books are the Gone series by Michael Grant. These are about a bunch of kids who, when all of the grown-ups vanish from their town and a huge dome is put over the town that they live in, some of them start to develop special powers, and that might be scary enough on its own, but you also have all of this like rage and war for power thing and dictatorships and like democracy stuff, but it's all kind of done with like, I'm a 14-year-old so I'm gonna kill you because I want what I want. And I really like these books. They were quite freaky and like made you think about how shitty life would be if this happened. So these books are definitely something that I would recommend. I then have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, followed by The Evolution of Mara Dyer, and coming out next month, The Retribution of Mara Dyer, all by Michelle Hodkin. These are about a girl who watched her best friend and another friend and her boyfriend die. She kind of suffers from PTSD because of that, and she's kind of seeing things, but also some really shit stuff is starting to happen, and like it's all quite creepy and scary, but I don't want to give too much away. They are a fantastic set of books and I cannot wait for the third one to come out, but they are quite creepy and weird. The last book that I have to show you is The Fear by Michael Higson. This is the third book in the Enemy series. I'm showing you this one because I like this cover better than the second one and I don't own the first one. This is about what happens to the world when everyone over the age of 14 becomes a zombie, and how do kids survive in that kind of a world, and it's really scary. This is a book series that I literally cannot read once it gets dark because I get really freaked out. That said, I haven't read these in like 2 years, so it might have changed. I might be more resilient to scary things now, but maybe not. They're really good, they're really interesting, and like, you never know who's safe. It's something that I really love about these books, is that you never ever know who is safe. Anyone could die at any moment, and it's brilliant. those are the serious recommendations. I have two kind of funny recommendations, and these are books that are scary because of how shit they are. They are Hate List and Black Ice. These are the two worst books I have read this year. They are awful. This is about a girl whose boyfriend comes into school with a gun, kills 7 people, shoots her in the leg, and then kills himself. And sounds like an interesting premise, but all of the characters are really unrealistic, flat. Like, her parents say things that parents would never say to their children. There's no story arc, there's no character development. Things happen for literally no reason. It's 400 pages of complete and utter crap. This is Black Ice and is about 2 girls who decide to go backpacking through the mountains for spring break. They get stranded, meet 2 guys in a cabin in the woods, and they take them hostage and they have to try and help them down off the mountain. And the main character indeterminately goes between this man who captured me, I think I might love him, and my boyfriend who cheated on me, who's now my ex-boyfriend, I think I might love him. And she's just awful. They're both awful. So if you'd like to scare yourself by awful writing, these are the books that I'd recommend. So let's do the thing. Oh, look. I hope you liked this video. I hope my makeup was weird enough, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Do the video in makeup? Do I not do the video in makeup? This isn't scary in the slightest, is it? God, this is a lot of work for something that I'm gonna